Next we will study the anatomy of leaf. So you know that two types of that plants are there, monocot and dicot plants. They have the different types of leaves also, and we can recognize a plant just by seeing its leaf or its external structure, and we can say that the particular plant is monocot or dicot. How? With the help of venation, which we can see or observe easily. So in the monocot leaf the venation is parallel. Okay, so all the veins they run parallel to each other, while in dicot leaf they show the reticulate venation. Means from the midrib the lateral veins and venlets they arise, and then they form a complete network, that is the reticulate venation. So there are these two types of leaves and their structure we will study. So this the dicot leaf is known as the dorsiventral leaf also, and monocot leaf is known as the isobilateral leaf also. So these are also the names on the basis of their position: dorsiventral and isobilateral. Dorsiventral means it is the dicot leaf, and isobilateral, that is the monocot leaf. So let me study here the internal structure of the dicot and monocot leaf. So anatomy of monocot leaf. So here you see in the monocot leaf what are the structures present in the monocot leaf. So here, that outermost layer, you will see the cuticle here, and this cuticle covers the upper epidermis and the lower epidermis. Like in stem and root we have studied only one epidermis, but here we will see the epidermis. There are two epidermis, upper epidermis and lower epidermis, and these cells of the epidermis of both the sides, they are covered with the cuticle, and the cuticle, it is thicker on the upper surface. So at the upper surface the cuticle is thicker. This is upper epidermis. Upper surface is known as the adaxial or the ventral surface, and the lower surface, it is known as the abaxial or the dorsal surface. And this here in the monocot leaf you will see that the number of stomata is almost similar on both the surfaces. So at the upper surface and at the lower surface, the number of stomata, these are the stomata, you will see they are almost similar. And here the mesophyll, the central tissue which is known as the ground tissue, mesophyll tissue, is not differentiated into the palisade and spongy parenchyma. Some of the epidermal cells, they are modified into the hairs, and these hairs occurs on the upper surface in the longitudinal. Some hairs are there, not all. Now one more that is structure in monocot leaf we will study, that in grasses. In grasses what happened, that some of the epidermal cells on the adaxial surface. What is adaxial surface? Just now I tell you abaxial and adaxial two surfaces are there. adaxial मतलब अपर सरफेस और जिसको कहते हैं वेंट्रल सरफेस पर. तो यहाँ पर एडेक्सियल सरफेस पर ग्रासेस के अंदर मॉडिफिकेशन होता है और स्पेशल टाइप्स ऑफ लार्ज हाइग्रोस्कोपिक सेल्स फॉर्म होती हैं. दे आर नोन एज द बुलिफॉर्म सेल्स. दिस इज इन द ग्रासेस स्पेशली. They are known as the bulliform cells, and these are found along the veins, and when there is a plenty of water they remain turgid, and thus the leaf surface is exposed. तो जब पानी काफ़ी होगा तो cells होंगी turgid, तो leaf surface exposed होंगी, and when they become flaccid due to the water loss, जैसे water loss होगा तो these bulliform cells, they undergo shrinkage and causing the leaf to curl inwards. So these bulliform cells, they help to minimize the water loss. And the veins we will see in the monocot leaf, they are almost of all similar size. These are the veins. Now in the veins we will study the vascular bundle. So in monocot leaf, bulliform cells are present. Just now I explained you bulliform cells present on the adaxial surface. Now here that xylem vessels we will see. There are many xylem vessels. Here you will see. So where are the xylem? These are the xylem vessel, and these are the bundle sheath cells. So in monocot that leaf, the bundle sheath is made up of parenchyma cells. You can see the cells surrounding it. They are the bundle sheath cells. They are made up of parenchyma cells. And the patches above and below the vascular bundles, they are sclerenchymatous, but these cells are parenchyma. And vessels are xylem vessels are numerous, and they are arranged in the radial rows. So these are the xylem and phloem, these vascular bundles, and xylem vessels are many, arranged in the radial rows. Now here after this anatomy of monocot leaf, we will study the anatomy of dicot leaf. What does dicot leaf consist of? Dicot leaf, which is known as the dorsiventral leaf also. So here also the upper epidermis and lower epidermis, two epidermis we will say. Here it is the made up of single layer of cells. So epidermis is made up of single layer of cells, and the cells are covered by a layer of cuticle. Here also you will see the cuticle, the waxy layer protecting it. Cuticle is thicker on the upper surface. So this is the upper surface, upper epidermis. Here cuticle is thicker, which is known as the adaxial surface also, upper surface also, or ventral also. So cuticle is thicker at the upper surface or the adaxial surface than the lower surface. So lower surface, which is known as the abaxial or dorsal surface. So this is the difference in the thickness of cuticle. Now the abaxial surface, you will see the lower surface here. The abaxial surface generally bears more stomata. So number of stomata are more at the lower or the abaxial surface in the dicot leaf. Okay, we have studied in monocot leaf that upper and lower both the layers, they have almost similar number of stomata, but dicot leaf में क्या होता है, लोअर सरफेस जिसको हम कहते हैं एबेक्सियल सरफेस, इसमें नंबर ऑफ स्टोमेटा ज़्यादा होते हैं. देन वी विल कम टू द मेसोफिल टिश्यू. अब यहाँ पर आप देखोगे मेसोफिल टिश्यू में डिफ्रेंशिएशन होता है. टिश्यू बिटवीन द अपर एंड लोअर एपिडर्मिस, upper and lower epidermis, this is known as the mesophyll tissue. It is differentiated into two distinct region. कौन कौन से distinct region है? एक है pellicid parenchyma. You see this is pellicid parenchyma. This is made up of vertically arranged elongated cell. आप ये pellicid parenchyma में you see ये elongated cells हैं जो कि एक दूसरे के साथ parallelly arranged हैं, which are placed parallel to each other. And as such not much intercellular spaces, less places intercellular space is there, और इनके अंदर chloroplast abundant होता है. So more chloroplast is present in it. Then the another that type of mesophyll cell, that is the tissue which is known as the spongy parenchyma. So where is the spongy parenchyma? I'll show you that this is the spongy parenchyma. So you see this is pellicid parenchyma and this is spongy parenchyma. This type of that differentiation we did not see in the monocot leaf. This is in the dicot leaf only. Pellicid parenchyma and spongy parenchyma. Now let me see the spongy parenchyma का structure क्या है. So it is situated below the pellicid cells and extend towards the lower surface, and it is made up of oval or round cells with large intercellular spaces among them. You can see यहाँ पर इस स्पंजी पैरेनकाइमा में इंटरसेल्युलर स्पेसेस काफ़ी लार्ज हैं, दे आर लार्ज, और इनके अंदर क्लोरोप्लास्ट आर लेस देन द pellicid parenchyma. So this is the differentiation of the mesophyll tissue in dicot leaf. This is not found in monocot leaf. Now veins. Veins represent the vascular bundle, and here each vein has xylem and phloem, as I explained you in the monocot leaf also. There that size of the veins is almost similar, but in dicot the mid vein is being the means larger one than the lateral veins. So each vein has the xylem and phloem. You will see here that this is phloem tissue and this is the xylem. So this xylem and phloem, each vein has the xylem and phloem, they lie together on the same radius. So xylem and phloem are on the same radius and xylem of the vein lies towards the upper surface and the phloem towards the lower surface. तो ये xylem जो है ये upper surface की तरफ होंगे इसमें और phloem है ये lower surface की तरफ है. And veins are surrounded by a thick layer of cells forming the bundle sheath. As I explained you कि bundle sheath monocot leaf में भी है और यहाँ भी है. So outer side this is the bundle sheath layer. Understood? Xylem and phloem surrounded by the means a layer of thick walled cells, that is the bundle sheath cells. So this is the structure of the dicot leaf. Understood children? But यहाँ पर जो इनकी bundle sheath है, this is also made up of the parenchyma and sometimes it may have the patches of above and below the vascular bundle may be parenchyma or collenchyma. जबकि मोनोकॉट लीफ के अंदर यही जो है स्क्लेरेनकाइमा की बनी हुई होगी, जो पेचेस होंगे वो स्क्लेरेनकाइमा के होते हैं बंडल शीथ सेल्स के डाउन साइड. सो दिस इज द एनाटॉमी ऑफ द dicot leaf. So there are differences between the dicot and monocot leaf. I will summarize here that the monocot leaf upper and lower epidermis are not differentiated. In dicot leaf upper and lower epidermis are clearly differentiated. Reason is there because यहाँ पर dicot में lower that epidermis has the thin cuticle as well as more stomata. Here that stomata are very less or no, and upper epidermis has very less as well as thick cuticle is present. So this is the difference, thickness of cuticle में dicot में, while the monocot में thickness of cuticle is same on both the surfaces. And in monocot leaf both the surfaces bear the similar number of stomata. Here more stomata at the lower surface. In monocot leaf mesophyll consists of only spongy parenchyma with less cellular spaces. वहाँ पेलिसेड पेरेनकाइमा नहीं होती है, जबकि डायकॉट लीफ में पेलिसेड एंड स्पंजी पेरेनकाइमा बोथ आर प्रेजेंट. मोनोकॉट लीफ दे हैव बुलिफॉर्म सेल्स. हियर बुलिफॉर्म सेल्स आर एब्सेंट. एज आई एक्सप्लेन्ड यू बुलिफॉर्म सेल्स इन द एपिडर्मिस ऑफ द grasses on the adaxial surface. And bundle sheath cell it is found in both of the leaf. Here both of the leaves they have bundle sheath. In monocot bundle sheath is made up of parenchyma cells and patches above and below vascular bundle are made up of sclerenchyma. Bundle sheath is present here also and patches above and below the vascular bundle they are made up of collenchyma or parenchyma. यहाँ पे sclerenchyma absent होगा. And in monocot leaves the xylem vessels are numerous and arranged in the radial rows. And in the dicot leaf the vessels are very few, xylem vessels are few and arranged in V or Y shaped. So this is the difference in between the dicot and monocot leaves. Now you study it through your book also. And one more thing is there children, practice the diagrams. With the help of that you are able to learn the different layers as well as different layers of these tissues in the root, stem and leaf, as well as the differences also. The differences between root and stem also, differences between the stem and leaf, or the differences between monocot and dicot root, monocot dicot stem and monocot dicot leaf also. This is the important practical part also in your syllabus.